So it's been 3 years since we all got an email saying that school has been put on pause. And 3 years since we got another email saying we're gonna unpause it, except now it's gonna be in virtual classrooms. You're gonna take everything you do and shift it to this new program called Zoom or Google Meets or Skype. Just kidding, nobody used Skype. But you're somehow gonna keep teaching students how to read and write and do math and science and all that stuff, and you're gonna have the same expectations for them. And you're gonna have to deal with all of these student communications and parent communications. And you're also gonna deliver materials to some of your students' houses and possibly hand out food to kids in your community. All the while wondering, what's going on? Am I gonna get sick? Am I gonna run out of toilet paper? How do I take care of my own family while taking care of others? Are we gonna be okay? And you made this whole shift with zero notice and no preparation and very little training. And even when kids came back to school, it was still disrupted. Masks, social distancing, quarantines, behavior issues, TikTok trends, teacher shortages, sub shortages, learning loss, political division. The list goes on. The last 3 years have been so challenging and exhausting and disruptive and difficult. It's been hard. There's no sugarcoating that. But there's a reality about being human, that you don't go through hard things like this without gaining something from it. It's how it works. Your lightning fast, without any preparation pivot to virtual learning made you better at adapting. Adaptation and evolution, it happens because of disruption. Like it or not, it strengthened your ability to figure out new technologies because you had to. I'm guessing it also made you better at asking for help. I know it did for me. Maybe teaching through a pandemic made you more compassionate towards students. I remember one class in the fall of 2020 when my students just seemed off, and I could tell that they needed to talk about something. And so I decided to pause my lesson plan, and we spent an hour just talking about life. And we never got back to the lesson, and it was worth it. Did you have any moments like that? Maybe living and teaching through COVID taught you to prioritize your own physical and emotional health more. Maybe you learned to set more boundaries and to remove yourself from toxic environments, to not check your email at home, to find people and spaces and routines that help you thrive. Maybe you're more patient now than you were 3 years ago, because the last 3 years required a lot of patience from you. And perhaps you wish you could have developed that patience another way and not have to be the one to teach students how to work and learn in a structured environment again, one with expectations and authority and some discipline. But you were the one, and your students are now better because of it. And maybe you're better because of it. You know, if I had to think of a metaphor for this, because who doesn't love a good metaphor? It's kind of like a butterfly struggling to break through its cocoon, strengthening its wings in the process. Or here, how about another metaphor? How about a seed buried in darkness, trying to make its way to the light, getting stronger in the process, preparing to become a tree? I mean, this is what happened, and I hope it never happens again. And I don't celebrate all of these challenges. But as an educator, as a human being, I'm trying to identify how all of those challenges made me better and made me stronger. And I'm guessing it did the same for you. And so teachers, librarians, parapros, administrators, educators, you were essential workers during all of this. And I know things aren't all rosy yet, but imagine the state we'd be in if we didn't have you the past 3 years, learning and growing and strengthening and adapting. So thanks for that.